Hi everyone, I am Snehal and welcome back to my channel. So if you're someone who is following me on Instagram, so I'm not sure if you remember this or not, but few weeks back I posted one reel about victim mindset. So in this video we are going to talk about the same but in a descriptive manner. Okay, so what we are going to cover in this video, first of all, we are going to talk about what is victim mindset, and then I'm gonna give you few of the ways through which you can change your victim mindset to the growth mindset. Okay, so let's not wait and let's just get started. Okay, so first thing first, what is victim mindset? Victim mindset is basically someone who treat themselves or who consider themselves victim, who blame others and who don't take a single accountability or responsibility for any actions that they made. They will blame others, they will blame the situation, they will blame people, but they will not take a single responsibility on themselves. That is what a victim mindset is. Now, how we can change this victim mindset? How? So let's talk about it. Okay, so first thing first, take accountability of your actions. So what does that mean? It means that, see, what happens that we make bad choices, right? We make a lot of mistakes. Whenever you blame others or the situation, you are not accepting that. Instead, you are running from that situation. Why? Just to make yourself feel happy. And I believe as on this journey of self-development, what I have realized, I know that we have to be compassionate to ourselves, we need to love ourselves, we need to be gentle to ourselves, but sometimes it's really important to have a reality check. Okay, what does that mean? If something has happened with you, like if I will talk about myself, I have made millions and millions of mistakes in my life and a lot of bad choices. But what I do I cry about it or do I blame others that these people were like this or they ruined my life? No. Yeah, they came into my life. Maybe my that time was wasted, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, but it was just a part of my life, it was not my life. Okay, if I would change my perspective or if I will change my victim mindset to growth mindset, a victim mindset will cry about it, will be blaming others, but a growth mindset person, what she will be doing, she will be like, yeah, I made that choice, yeah, it was wrong, maybe I wasted those years as well, but I learned a lot of things. I learned how to value myself. I learned what my self-worth is. I learned how people are. I learned how to love myself and to be compassionate to myself. I know my value, I know my standards, and I am so grateful for that. That is what growth mindset people would have. And that is what you also have to change. Just shift your focus from what has happened with you to what good has happened from that. Sometimes those people give you a reality check that what you deserve and what you are. Point number 2, change your brain's algorithm. What does that mean? When you scroll on Instagram, you like a certain content, you spend time on certain content, or you go to YouTube, you watch few videos with the same content, and next time when you'll open it, you will see the same content again and again. Why it happens? You know why? Because YouTube and Instagram or any social media has been designed in such a way that they know the moment you are watching, any type of content, you are spending time on those content, or even if you're liking, commenting, or any certain things if you're doing in a particular content, their algorithm know that this person likes these kind of content. So next time whenever he or she will open it, I am going to show the same kind of content again as suggestions, right? Same thing happens with your brain also. If you are constantly having a victim mindset and thinking that nobody loves me, everyone hates me, I am so unlucky, I am so ungrateful, nothing has happened with me good, the whole world is against me. So your brain will tell you the same thing. Yes, you are unlucky. Yes, nothing has happened with you in a right manner. Yes, no one loves you. Yes, everyone hates you. Your brain will tell you constantly the same thing. And the thing with our brain is like, brain will always show you the negative perspective of every single thing that you do first. You know why? Because your brain is the most loyal organ. Okay, and your brain don't want you to go through the same kind of pain that you have been through in the past. So that's why it just want you to protect from those pain to happen again. But this is the thing, this is what you have to do. You have to train your mind in such a way that I don't care with my failures, I don't care if people don't love me, I don't care whatever has happened with me, or I don't care what is going to happen with me in my future. Okay, I will fall, I will cry, but I will stand up again. And that's okay. Right? The moment you will shift your focus from what didn't work out to what has worked out for you, your brain will also start to recognize all those things that has happened good to you. Just look around the world. See how many things that is going on. And it's so hurtful. It breaks your heart. And that is the time when you have to realize that how fortunate you are, that people are going through a lot, but you are so fortunate and so lucky to have these kind of life. Point number 3, set your boundaries. Learn to say no. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but this is so true, and that is also connected with your victim mindset. Suppose someone have asked you to do this work. You are in your office and you are already having a lot of pressure on yourself. Okay, you have a lot of works right now, you already have a lot of deadlines going on, and then one of your colleague came in and she'll be like, oh, can you please help me? I would not be able to do it. And you, just being a nice person, you don't want anyone to hate you, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then this person used me, or this person did this to me. No, you did this to yourself. If you would have told them no, then obviously they would have stopped. See, people need to realize this, and people need to understand this, that you can be a nice person and still you can say no. Setting your boundaries doesn't make you an evil, okay? Not a devil. You are not a devil. If you are setting your boundaries and people are not comfortable with it, it means that they are not your people. Because the right people will respect your boundaries. Like, let me give you an example, okay? Few years back, okay, one of my colleague, she told me that doesn't matter whatever happens, never ever work on weekends. Okay, and I remembered her word, and I still remember her word, whatever she said. And she told me the thing is that the moment you will work on weekends in just one day, okay, they will know that she can work on weekends, and they will take you for granted, and then they will ask you again and again and again to work on weekends. I was asked to come on weekends. I said no. I would not be able to do it. And then he said that, what? Why you can't come? What is the things that you can't do? I was like, yeah, I have my personal life. I have my friend with whom I want to spend time with. I have my family with whom I want to spend time with. I don't get a chance to talk with them from whole week, and weekends is the only day on which I can spend time with them, with my loved ones, and with myself. But you know, that just one instance, the thing that has happened, and I took stand for myself, they never asked me again. They never, because they knew that doesn't matter how much I'm gonna ask her to come, she is not going to work on Saturdays. And that is what you have to do. Don't blame others when they cross their boundaries, because it was your fault. You didn't make your boundaries, and that's why they crossed the line. Next point, focus on what you can control. Okay, let me give you an example. Last year, when my mom was like critical, so I went to the doctor. I asked her and I told her like this has happened, and she was like, oh, उनको यहाँ पे जल्दी लेके आना पड़ेगा, this and that, and I got scared. You know, I panicked. क्या करना है, कैसे करना है? I was literally scared. And I have seen a lot of times that my brother and my father as well, they have always been like very, calm, okay, patient. They will not take any actions or any decisions in a panic mode, okay, कि अब क्या करेंगे, oh my god, मेरे हाथ से तो सारी चीजें. No, they will be relaxed, they will be calm, because they know that this situation has already happened and that was like out of my control. But now the actions that I'm going to take, that is in my control. Okay, so I shared everything to them that this is what doctor have mentioned, and मम्मी को यहाँ पे जल्दी से जल्दी आना पड़ेगा. So my brother was like, I can understand. My father was also like, I can understand that you are tensed and whatever, but we can't take any decision in hurry. Mom is not in that situation that she can easily travel, right? We have to think a lot of things. We have to think other options as well, so that she can comfortably travel to other location, right? But at the same time, ऐसा भी नहीं बोलेंगे कि उसने बहुत टाइम लगा दिया. Like, my father and my brother, it was not like that they took a lot of time to take decision. No, it was quick, but they were not panicked. जैसे मैं पैनिक हो गई थी और मैं डर गई, अब क्या होगा, अगर लेट हो गया तो पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. But they were like very calm and very composed, like even though they were also stressed, but they knew कि कैसे मुझे चीज़ों को मैनेज करना है. Okay, this thing has happened, situation critical है, that is out of my control. But what is in my control is how to manage this situation right now, the thing that is going on right now, right? I have to travel her safely to the location. ठीक है, ये मेरे कंट्रोल में है, ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, राइट? लेकिन जो चीज़ हो चुकी है उसको तो मैं कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकता, राइट? तो मुझे अच्छे से सोच समझ के डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा. एंड दैट इज व्हाट यू आल्सो हैव टू थिंक, राइट? जो चीज़ कंट्रोल में नहीं है दिमाग से बाहर निकालो, जो चीज़ कंट्रोल में है उस चीज़ के बारे में सोचो. योर कंट्रोल इज योर एक्शंस, योर बिहेवियर, योर एटीट्यूड. बाकी सारी चीज़ें इज आउट ऑफ योर कंट्रोल. सो स्टॉप थिंकिंग अबाउट दैट. नाउ लास्ट पॉइंट, चैलेंज योर नेगेटिव बिलीव्स. दुनिया कुछ भी बोले फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. ओके, सपोज यू आर डूइंग समथिंग, ओके, एंड यू आर लाइक कि आई डोंट थिंक सो दैट दिस इज पॉसिबल फॉर मी, आई डोंट थिंक सो दैट आई कैन डू एनीथिंग फॉर दिस, At that time, just ask yourself, is it true? Is it actually the thing that I would not be able to do? Let me give you an example for this. Today, me and my friend, we were playing a game, okay, vocabulary game. In the next level, we just spent few seconds and we were like, look, it's very tough and we are not able to find the words, okay. So I was like, can we take help from ChatGPT? She was like, okay, let's take. The moment we checked all the words that ChatGPT showed, we were like, it was actually very easy. If we could have spent some more seconds or some more minutes, brainstorming, then I'm 110% sure we would have cracked it easily. But we didn't do it. Why? Because we assumed and we decided and we concluded that it's not possible for us. We would not be able to do it. The moment we got the answers, we were like, oh my god, it was really easy. And it was actually very possible. It was very easy and we could have done that. But we made ourselves believe that it's not possible for us. So that is what I'm saying you. Whenever your mind gives you this negative thought, I can't do anything about this, or this is not possible for me, or I would not be able to do it, just ask yourself, is it true? क्या सच में मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा और आई एम जस्ट रनिंग फ्रॉम दिस, कि मुझे करना नहीं है, मैं करना नहीं चाहती हूँ ताकि मुझे करना नहीं पड़े. So yeah, I hope you're gonna like this video. I have tried to cover all the ways through which you can shift your victim mindset to the growth mindset. But still, if there is something that is missing and you want to give any advices or something like that, you can definitely drop your comment. You can follow me on Instagram. You can subscribe to my channel. Link and everything is in the description box, or all the details would be flashing right now. Okay, so yeah, I'll meet you in my next video. Bye.